What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Nicole. Thank you for connecting to Divine Star Energy. And on today's video, we're going to be talking about rising signs. So, what is a rising sign? A rising sign in astrology represents the zodiac sign that was rising over the eastern horizon at the time of your birth. This sign represents the starting point of your astrological birth chart or natal chart. It's the same thing. It represents the foundation of your personality, and it shows how adaptable you are to your environment. And it also shows how you come off to people when they meet you for the first time. It represents your physical appearance as well. So, as a Gemini rising, Gemini is a mutable zodiac sign and is ruled by the planet of Mercury. So, the planet Mercury focuses on communication. So, you come off to people as very social. You appear to be a lot younger looking than what you actually are. People are very comfortable with talking to you. They might feel like you're a brother or sister to them because Gemini naturally sits in the third house, and third house rules over siblings and communities and neighborhoods. Gemini is also represented by the symbol of the twins. So a lot of people sometimes feel like Gemini risings are really playful or silly or childish. They might accuse you of being two-faced because of this changeable dual nature of Gemini. But Gemini risings are very communicative. People like I said, like to talk to you, but they might feel like you're kind of fake if because you're naturally curious about learning about everybody. And you get bored very easily. So you have to have constant mental stimulation. You're very ambitious as long as you can, focus on something long enough to finish it. You're very adaptable because you're comfortable with things constantly changing, and you prefer that because you have such a restless nature within you and your mind is always racing. So you love to multitask and you thrive in being able to do different things at work, and you prefer to be busy and to be able to focus on a variety of things versus one thing that, like I said, you'll get bored before you even finish. So your third house is ruled by Leo. So you stand out. You use your ability to communicate to stand out from the rest of the people. And most of the time, people enjoy to hear you talk. And you're like the center of attention when it comes to conversations. So you have Virgo on the fourth house, and Virgo is also ruled by Mercury. So you have to look at where Mercury is because it's your chart ruler and it rules your fourth house, the fourth house of your home, family, and your roots. So with Virgo ruling your fourth house, you could have grew up in a home that was kept very tidy and organized, depending on your moon sign and other factors and aspects in your chart. But your mom could have been, the type of person that made you keep up with the schedule, who was very organized and who made you follow a certain routine, or who prioritized you, learning things, and who probably didn't put that much importance on emotion. She probably taught you to always, use your words, and you probably grew up intellectualizing your emotions instead of just feeling however you felt. But you definitely need, like I said, mental stimulation, and you probably were encouraged in the home to, use your words instead of crying, and to talk things through or talk things out. So you might compartmentalize your feelings a lot. So with your fifth house, is ruled by Libra, so you have to look to where Venus is to give you more information about this house. But this is the house of casual dating and relationships, your house of fun, and the house of children that you might potentially have. So with Libra on your fifth house, you want balance in your relationships. You want balance and peace within your children as well. And you might have fun being the mediator when people are having conflicts. Not saying that you can't be the cause of the conflicts too, because, sometimes Geminis can be a little bit messy, and y'all could, be starting stuff and it just depends, like I said, where Mercury is and aspects to Mercury's, but y'all could definitely be in the midst of stuff saying like, hey, did you hear what such and such said about you? And spreading information. And, Geminis like to gossip sometimes as well. But all in all, you like somebody to be able to bounce your ideas off of in relationships. In your seventh house of marriage and long-term relationships and business, you have Sagittarius here. So this means you want someone who you can learn from. You want someone who is very optimistic. You want a partner who is open-minded, someone who is very adventurous, someone who you won't feel like is going to tie you down, a partner who's willing to, get up and go when you're ready to go, someone who's well-cultured, someone who has a passport, someone who might even come from a different background than you. But yeah, like I said, you want someone who's going to be spontaneous, someone who is sapiosexual like you, because you want somebody to look good, you want somebody to be active, but you also want someone who is going to mentally stimulate you. So your 10th house, you have Pisces. So you have to look to where Jupiter is, because Jupiter is the planet that's ruling this house. But Jupiter in the 10th house and Pisces in the 10th house is like, you want to always be able to grow at work. You want to always be able to expand. You don't want any limitations at work. You don't want any boundaries put on you at work. You want to have some type of deep connection to what you do. You don't want to just get money for the sake of having money. You want to feel some type of compassion or care for the type of work that you have, whatever that may be. So with your 12th house, you have Taurus in the 12th house, and you have to look to where Venus is, because Venus is the ruling planet of your 12th house. But with Taurus on the cusp of your 12th house is you could have a fear or anxiety or always feel worried about your stability, always worried about your basic needs being met, always worried about whether you're going to have enough food, whether you're going to have enough money, whether you're going to have enough gas in your car. Like, you could just really be worried about just basic things that you need. And you need more grounding with Taurus in your 12th house. You need to be in the present moment more instead of being in your head all the time. You need to do things like meditate. Meditation is going to help you greatly, because it's going to calm your mind, calm your thoughts, and bring you back down to earth when anxiety and worrying is taking over. So that's all I got for you, Gemini Risings. But if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe. Duh.